Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to a weekend stream on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 where we are here to just fly around a little bit on the PlayStation 5 and hopefully everything shows up correctly, and it does. Very nice. So hopefully everyone's having a fantastic weekend. Again, I have a Discord now which is seemingly going quite nicely, so... Surprisingly, everything's going in good fashion. Let me get the link to it again. Copy. Paste. It is my Discord. Yay. But in there, I also added a few like little channels where I have like estimated dates for, Sim Update 5, the marketplace, all that type of stuff. So just kind of put that out there a little bit. Probably change it up, but it's all good for now. But hello, Monorific, TWR, Honda, Almost Aaron. Welcome, everybody. I didn't mean to move the camera there, but that's okay. Well, if everybody's doing well. And you might be wondering, where am I? That is the question, isn't it? I just don't know if I was gonna fly here or if I was gonna... that's fine. We'll stick around here. But we are currently in New Mexico, more specifically Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo on USE servers with the flight conditions set to all players. So we'll just hop. I'm gonna fly my PC-24. I love this plane. Absolutely love it. One of my favorites in the default sim. And that's why I'm going to fly it again. So that's that. And just turn mine on. Well, very nice, Honda. Evening to you, Aaron. Welcome. I managed to find a HOTUS 4 for $20, so I'm loving it. Oh, very nice, Honda. Very nice. Glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for the info on Clear to Land. Does this mean you have a plan for your different platforms now? I don't know what that means, TWR. And Diecast, sorry Cal, at work till midnight, catch the replay. Alright, no worries, Diecast. Thanks for another $1.99. Hopefully work goes by nice and quick for you. And Ciao from Italy, welcome PJ, happy to have you here. And hello Taco, welcome as well. I mean, yeah, with Clear to Land, it'll just be something I periodically pop back into and everything like that. I did a full reinstall. I was still having the same issues that I was having on the stream, unfortunately. But again, it's the first build. I'm interested to see where it goes. So from time to time, we'll pop back into it, see what's changed and improved, and what else gets added. So should be pretty nice. And the location we are currently at is Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo, KSRR.
TAWS system test. Okay.
Because it's a cool career program. Just needs some fine-tuning on some things there, but it's a good start. By the way, our Discord is up to 37 members. Things are cruising. We got Cubby73 and Being Frank joining as well in the last couple minutes. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. But yeah, I just have the whole thing there. I have the So the only time I'll do the everyone ping is just for community flights, so that way if YouTube doesn't notify you, you'll know from that. But I have a release dates channel, kind of showing Sim Update 5, PSVR 2, and just what information we do have about it. We got Flight Simulator pictures, which some people have been posting their pictures, which is pretty cool. I bought the Kodiak 100 on the 2020 version on the marketplace, so that way when the 24 version arrives, we'll be able to dive into it. We might do a stream over that, seeing how that does in career, because that does support it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get going here. Got a pretty hefty crosswind on this runway, so we're going to use the cross runway to take on off. I see Volvo has arrived in a T-38. Anybody else here? No? I've fallen off, folks. Oh, man. Robin, airport is KSRR, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo. Sierra Blanca Regional Airport. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the stream. And Memphis. Say that one more time. Say what one more time? I'm falling off. Does anyone know when this comes out for on VR2? Whenever Sim Update 5 releases. No specific date for it yet. The current plan is this month at some point, but we'll see. Gotta be on the cord of dis. Absolutely. You're in a Cessna 172? Oh, fantastic. You will absolutely be able to keep up with us. And Stefan, I just started to fly the big planes, but are very hard. Every landing is a mess. Every time I'm too high, and when I try to descend, the throttle goes to 104%, and the plane goes crazy in the sky. I have not experienced that ever. I don't know what you are doing with the big planes. Unless you're hitting like R1 and X to put it back into full power. But hello, Mock. Welcome to the stream, and perfect welcome as well. We are at Kilo Romeo Sierra, or Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo KSRR. Gyroscope on. We'll do some touch and goes here, so don't worry, not the rush. We're not going to leave just yet. I flew into this airport last night and absolutely love this airport. It's a really fun one to fly around in. But hopefully you're all excited to have another little weekend stream here. I try to do these when I'm free and have the time to do it. Like I said, it won't be every weekend, but I always try to hit an afternoon, evening stream for everybody that can't make it to the regular weekday streams when we do those in the morning. I mean, obviously there's towns and stuff around, but it just feels like you're kind of in the middle of nowhere with some awesome views and a great airport that has a lot of different options depending on what the live weather is doing, but hello Milky Way. Welcome to the flight as well. If you're just joining, we're at Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo KSRR. But yeah, with the Kodiak 100, I just did a quick little flight with it. It's something to get used to, because it has quite a weird... I don't know. It's a handful to fly that thing. So we'll see what improvements come to it when it gets to the 24 support. But again, always like to support... Because I think this might be the first... It's SimWorks, right? Who made the Kodiak? But either way, it's their first plane that supports career mode, so... Always love to support a developer that takes the time to get into career mode. So in the free flight menu, on the top right corner of the screen, you should see a button that says Flight Conditions. I mean, I'm set to live at the moment, but set it to all players. That way, if anybody has a different time of day or a different weather set, you'll still be able to see them. But we got Truce Layer and Heimer and Friendship here as well. Very nice. Just gonna do a couple touch and goes, let people show on up here. And then we'll probably, I don't know, kind of in the mood to head, I don't know, we probably won't head to California from here. We've already done like Vegas and Phoenix for a little bit. We might just head east. Maybe go to Galveston or something in Texas. And Hitchamanarasi 7303. I wish I knew, but I unfortunately haven't heard Asobo talk about the marketplace on PlayStation ever. Which I'm going to just hope that it's not a bad sign that it won't release with Sim Update 5. I'm just hoping it does, but yeah, I mean, I haven't seen them talk about the PS5 marketplace since before the PlayStation version released, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Because from my own personal opinion, I feel like it should be close to releasing at this point. Because as I've said, I'm not sure why it's taking so long anyways at this point. I feel like it should have already been at least slowly releasing third-party stuff at this point, but that is not the case, unfortunately. Just want to make sure I wasn't turning too far here. Change the Vision Jet. Very nice, Honda. Very nice. I'm going to guess Thursday? Probably not. If the Sim update was already ready to go, we would have seen kind of a tentative date from last Thursday's blog, but we haven't heard anything yet, so I'm guessing late April into early May. The best chance of us getting actually updated information regarding release dates for everything is going to be whenever the development stream happens, which we don't have a date for that yet either. I would assume we'll get one this week for that. Because we haven't had a developer stream since, I believe, either October or November. I think it might have been October. This is definitely the longest stretch between... Oh shoot, I'm not even looking at the... Sorry. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Well, again, on PC and Xbox, it made sense that the marketplace was so delayed because of everything else that was going wrong with the sim after launch. So there, it made sense that, okay, I see why they're focused on making sure the sim's good. But for the PlayStation side, I don't really understand what the holdup is. Yeah, that's fine. We're just on the thing there. Good afternoon, Cowtown. I haven't been able to keep up lately, but from what I've seen, have things in career mode been fixed? I mean, on PlayStation, no, because there hasn't been any updates or betas, which that's another thing I'm confused as to what happened with that. I can't get any concrete information about if a beta build is still coming to the PlayStation version or not. So it's just... There's far too many things that is just at a speculate point at the moment. Because I've asked, but I've never gotten a yes or no as to if that's still happening or not. They haven't talked about it since like a month ago. Getting bumped around from the wind, I love it. I shouldn't do full flaps either. Gonna be floating a while. Yeah, I won't go full flaps on the... We'll do one more touch and go and then start heading on out. Which again, we're at Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo KSRR if you want to join on up. We're not sinking, we're fine, calm down. And yeah, it was a long time for the PC and Xbox to get to the marketplace. But again, all of that was because of the monstrosity of a launch that it was. Even though it was a mess, I was still spending so much time in this sim. I know there were quite a few people that were like, oh, this is too bad, and I'm going to go back to 2020. It's like, okay, have fun. I'll stay here, thanks. I don't really think it has anything to do with Sony's rules or anything like that. Because if that was the case, then they would just come out and say, yeah, we're kind of fighting, you know, all that. Because Sony was wanting the flight sim to come over here, so I don't think they'd be giving too much of a hassle regarding the marketplace. It wouldn't make any sense. I've said it the last few streams, I just don't like the lack of communication regarding new stuff. Like, I don't know why it can't just be something... It doesn't have to be a crazy answer. It's just like, is the beta happening? Yes or no? Great. Move on. Is the marketplace planned for Sim Update 5? No, it's going to come out a little bit afterwards? Great. It'd be nice just to know something with what's going on. I don't know why everything's so top secret regarding release times. Or just the overall... just status of what's happening. does not make any sense to me, and it never has. I mean, it's always been a lot of just kind of guesswork. It's just like, is it going to happen now, or is it delayed, or is this happen? You know, it's just, I don't know why it's always been that way. I've always kind of wanted to see the communication from the developers be a little bit more clear. Okay, not a little bit, a lot more clear, because most of the time it's just always, we don't know what's happening, and that's that. Community flight on Sunday nights. Join you guys after 8. Very nice, Jed. We look forward to seeing you flying with us. And welcome Ryan as well. And Tank, we are at Kilo Romeo Sierra Sierra. Or is it the other way? No, I think it's KSRR. Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo. Yeah, Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo. Some recent things in career caused me to fail. The ones lately is landing gear damage on rollout and autopilot disconnecting and my plane crashing when I walk away for a minute. Regarding, I mean, if you go to smaller airports, there's definitely a better chance of it. I haven't experienced it myself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the small airports are kind of things I avoid just because of those types of things. And then as for autopilot disconnecting, I haven't really experienced that. I mean, it might be a specific plane that it's happening in, but for example, I use a lot of this PC-24 here, and I never have autopilot break on me. But with the airliners, especially the Airbus ones, those are kind of hit or miss with how they perform. What planes do I normally fly? This. PC-24, Cessnas from the Grand Caravan, the Sky Courier, the 172, 152, the Titan, the Cubs, the Piper. Just pretty much anything general aviation and private jet are my main things. Airliners we do from time to time, mainly just to test it out. But airliners bore me for the most part. Unless it's things like the TriStar, the older airliners. I find those a lot more exciting than the new age airliners that we have today. Because to me, you fly one new age airliner, they all feel the same after that. It's like, oh, okay. It's a little bit longer and everything else is the same, you know, it's just, can't get into them. Oh, perfect. Lined up with the runway. And then after this touch and go, we're going to head out and head on east. Don't know where specifically, but we'll figure it out when we're up in the air. Now that they've brought a flight sim to console, I sure would love to see DCS arrive. It's really fun. Like, I don't know, combat. I mean, I know a lot of people love DCS and everything, so hopefully that does happen for you guys. I'm sure that would be a huge hit on console as well. But I don't know, I can't get into combat sims. But definitely hope for those that are looking forward to it, it'll happen down the road. And yeah, Punish. I love the PlayStation version of the sim. That's why I'm really hoping crossplay does happen, because then I never have to touch the other platforms. I can just play everything here. that would be ideal. And Memphis, yep, all players under flight conditions, and then US East, and you'll see everybody else. It happened on the A310. Oh, okay. That's not surprising then. Because, yeah, the Innie builds Airbuses in career, which, again, is another reason why I think oversized cargo is taking forever to get into career mode, because they were already having issues with it back in Sim Update 3. So, I'm not really sure what the deal is with it, but the Airbuses in Korea are definitely the ones that are problematic.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Do a lot of airline. I spend 670 hours on this game. Very nice. Baloo.
Pull up.
Very nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Pull up.
And this time I'm not going to go full flaps just because we have that heavy wind going right down the runway. That way we don't float as much. And then we'll do this touch and go and we're out. We will be heading east.
Don't sink. Don't sink. 500. Terrain ahead. 500. Don't sink. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Don't sink. Terrain ahead. Don't sink. Pull up. Don't
I'm getting every warning this thing can give me, huh?
Don't sink. 100. Don't sink.
I know we're getting close to the tree line there, but that's okay.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Getting all that ground effect there. Alright, let's head east and see what we run into. I know we'll run into Roswell. We may as well see that. See if we see some UFOs flying around. It's a really fun airport, though. I love this one. It's kind of one of my new favorites to kind of just do some practice at. And off we go, folks. Get autopilot set up there. We're going to go up to probably 14,000 feet. Auto throttle to 240 knots. Let's get out of here. I see we got Mr. McQueen here. We got Lincoln and the twin. Happy to have everybody here. Welcome to the 61 of you joining the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday and a great weekend. What heading? 93 degrees currently. And the way I have it set for zoom in is it's a custom keybind. So if you type in cockpit zoom, I have that set to triangle right on the D-pad. And then cockpit unzoom, I have triangle left on the D-pad. So always holding triangle and then just using the left and right D-pad to zoom in and out. I did the same thing for exterior camera as well. So same buttons, triangle right to zoom in, triangle left to zoom out. Maybe I'll put that in the Discord too. I'll just copy paste that from the video. My keybind cheat sheet for the PlayStation version. Man, it would be amazing if they surprise launched crossplay with the as cool as that would be, I don't think we're close to crossplay, unfortunately. I'm assuming the reason why crossplay didn't happen, because didn't PlayStation have this whole... Because people need to realize, if crossplay happens, you'll probably need to make a Microsoft account. And I feel like that's kind of the reason why they avoided doing it, because didn't Helldivers have this whole controversy about a separate account needing to be... I don't remember what it was. I wasn't really focused too much on PlayStation at that point. but I remember hearing something about it, so I believe that's kind of why they didn't do the crossplay, is not requiring people to log into another account. Because I feel like if that does come to Flight Sim on PlayStation, a Microsoft account would be needed in order for that to happen. I'm sure it could just be a thing that isn't necessary if you don't want to utilize it. But I really don't know the ins and outs regarding all that and what's needed in order for that to happen. But I'm just guessing that's why that wouldn't have, because you obviously need that if you want to have your purchases kind of go between the platforms and all that type of stuff, so. But then again, I know Forza Horizon has it. So when that comes to PlayStation, you'll be able to play with Xbox and PC people. I need to look it up. Do they have a... Let me see if I have an answer for that. Maybe there's... Does Forza Horizon 6 have crossplay? Yes, it does. So, how does that work? Will I need a Microsoft? Yes, you need to link your Microsoft account, which makes sense. So I mean, they're doing it for that. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure why that didn't really happen with this. Because for the first time in the series, you can synchronize your progress across all platforms, including Steam and PlayStation 5, by linking your Microsoft account. So it would be the same thing for Flight Sim then. And can you help me with what, Baloo? I already did make a video, Dr. Punish. It's already been out since before the Sim released on PlayStation. Because just like with Call of Duty for crossplay, you need to make the Activision account and all that crap. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but I wouldn't expect crossplay to happen anytime soon. That'll be something well into the future. And Mr. Longbow, you are very well... Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Longboa. Let me get it right. But you're welcome. Glad they've been helpful to you. Because I know the biggest bummer, of course, with it being separate, minus the whole not playing with other players from the other platforms, is the fact that your purchases don't carry over. I'm not too bugged by it, because all I know is on the PlayStation side, I'm going to be a lot more picky about anything I buy that I've already owned on the PC and Xbox. I do know, though, when the marketplace does open, I'm probably going to buy everything new that I don't own anywhere else on the PlayStation. Because then I can use everything with the gyroscope, so... I do know that. Oh, we're almost to Roswell, everybody. Let's say hello to the UFOs. I will never go to Roswell, ever. That just seems like a whole tourist trap town at this point. Every store is like an alien museum. It's like, no. And Garfunkel, what's a community flight? I mean, pretty much every live stream is a community flight. I just kind of label it specifically so people know. I mean, you can join at any point. It's just a flight with the community, as it says in the name. That's all. And I see Jed finished his dinner. Welcome to the flight. And FMJ, who has just been stalking us. I've not seen him chat in the chat for a little bit, but he appears and then disappears. What is FS realistic? I have no idea. If you ask me about third-party stuff on PC, the chances are I've never used it. I try to keep my experience vanilla on every single platform. Obviously more so you don't have a choice on console, but with PC, I don't really like adding too much to it. I mean, doing the clear to land was the first time I did anything just third-party wise, which we talked about that earlier. It's just going to be something that we periodically go to. It's not going to be a main series or something. I'll always kind of like to go back and just check on things, see how it's doing, seeing how it's progressing. Do I recommend upgrading from Premium Deluxe to Aviator Edition? I am a detail freaker, so I want airports to be real. Okay, so Aviator Edition doesn't come with any more airports. So if you're going for airports, it stops at Premium Deluxe. All the Aviator Edition does is just gives you the planes from the local Legends and Famous Flyers series that released during Flight Sim 2020's lifespan, which, thankfully with Sim Update 5, we're finally getting some improvements to those aircraft. The ATR is going to be supporting career mode and getting a bunch of fixes and improvements. The Antonov AN2 is getting improvements and fixes and is also going to be supporting career mode. And then there's 3 other ones that are getting fixes and improvements, just no career mode with those specifically, which makes sense. They wouldn't really work out for that. But we're finally getting to a point where the Aviator Edition planes that have been neglected forever now are finally getting some improvements. So that'll be releasing alongside Sim Update 5 at some point. And JCB, don't be sorry. We are just flying over Roswell, New Mexico. So the closest airport is... Oh, is this not even labeled as an airport? Oh, that's funny. Why is that? This is an active airport. Oh, anyways, it's Roswell. I wish I could give you an airport code. That's funny. I wonder why that's not even... So yeah, just type in Roswell. We took off from Kilo Sierra Romeo Romeo, and we're just east of that. I was looking it up to see if you could do tours of that basically boneyard there. You know, they have 747s and MD-11s and stuff like that, but they don't do any, which is very disappointing. I don't know why they wouldn't. Make some extra money. I'd love to see and kind of walk around those planes, but whatever. And Toby, hello, welcome to the stream. I feel like you're getting better performance out of the Pro version than you are of the base version. It might be subtle, but I, again, don't have a base PS5, so I don't have any direct comparison myself. All I know is they announced Flight Sim for PlayStation, so I went with the Pro version and couldn't be happier with it. I love it. All you gotta do to join is go into Free Flight, make sure your flight condition in the top right is set to all players and US East servers, and that's it. And then you'd find us at the nearest airport. I'm playing on PC with 4090 and i9. Very nice, TVM. Very nice. I'll be joining soon, hopefully. Very nice, Christian. I look forward to seeing you up in the air. Oh yeah, it's the same on the Pro regarding that, but honestly, I don't really think it does anything past that anyways. Even on PC with high and ultra, it all looks the same, because I think medium looks... Because that's what I primarily use on PC too. I bring all the settings higher, but everything already looks fantastic, so that's why I'm not particularly too... I mean, I'm not that big into PC gaming anyways, but... Alright, so, first of all, let me go ahead and disable traffic and disable traffic. There we go. By the way, we're going 240 knots. What is KMAF? Is this Amarillo? Midland International Air and Spaceport. Alright. I don't know, I think we'll just kind of head down to Houston or Galveston or something. I think let's do Houston here. KIAH, Kilo India Alpha Hotel. Excellent. Sounds like a plan to me. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. I'm like, Kilo India Alpha Hotel. Insert. Activate. Move our heading over to the right just a tad. Intercept the flight plan, and we'll swap over to nav mode from that, maintaining our 14,000 foot altitude and our 240 knots. We got NBA here, we got Jordy. A Honda has made his way in, very nice, welcome. And we got Trev from North Carolina. Nice, thanks for joining everybody. And then we got a few in front of us as well. We got Milky Way, True Slayer. And that covers everybody so far. Very nice. Very nice. And of course FMJ down there. Oh no, you'll see an improvement regarding that if you go to a gaming monitor or 4K, all that type of stuff, because I played forever on 1080p and I finally upgraded to 4K a couple of weeks ago. You absolutely notice a huge difference, especially when high dynamic range is inputted, the 4K resolution. That's why I'm so happy that the streams look better now because of that. Like, it was well worth it. Got a great deal on this Dell 4K, whatever model it is. I never pay attention to that. I just saw good reviews and it was a good price, under 200 bucks. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally dive into it. Love it. Hey Virtua, welcome to the stream. What airport we're heading to? Kilo India Alpha Hotel in Houston. Currently we just passed Roswell, New Mexico and heading east. I honestly don't fly the A400 much because I don't like the way it has a pretty wide dead zone before anything interacts with it. It's really weird to fly, so I don't really have much experience with it. Unloading car, then joining flight. Nice. And PSVR 2, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Very much looking forward to it. That will be releasing with Sim Update 5. By the way, I can pick up the speed a little bit as well, since it seems like everybody's kind of sticking together. I'm going to go up to 260 knots. I'm going to turn off our landing light. Didn't mean to leave that on. Oh, some more people joined the Discord. Very nice. We're over 42 members. Very cool. I just love this livery. I mean, the best livery out of all the planes. It looks so good. I wonder if Sim Update 5 will let us change liveries in career. I mean, it's just that's the type of stuff where it's just like, how is that still talked about? It's one of those things where it's like, that should have been implemented already. I will never understand why that wasn't just a thing from day one anyways. I mean, there's so many cool liveries in the default sim that you can't use in career, just because you're stuck with whatever that default one is. Wow, we're actually getting a little bit of ice buildup through these clouds here, huh? That's amazing. We must just barely be under freezing here at negative 6 degrees Celsius. It's about, what, 27 degrees Fahrenheit? That's alright. Doesn't seem like we're getting too much to look at here anyways in the flat desert. So let's get up to 20,000. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. 20,000 feet, everybody. Let us climb above the clouds. Because, I mean, we have de-icing tools on this aircraft, but no reason to deal with it. 1,800 feet per minute. And climbing to 280 knots as we get slapped in the face by a C-17 tail. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in PSVR 2. I'm really hoping, because I've said it before, but we're going to do, when that comes out, we'll just do a full VR stream and see if people like it. I'm going to try to make the footage as stable as I can. You know, kind of going really slow with movements, because I know a lot of times VR content can just be the person's going crazy, moving their head around a lot, and it's just not an enjoyable experience. So it's gonna be a test. But either way, I'm hoping it goes well, and then we can do that more often, because I'd love to do these community flights with the VR headset on. Of course, going into career mode, doing the search and rescue and firefighting and all that in VR is going to be so cool. Just really looking forward to that. And J4, hello! And Tay, unfortunately, I do not have any information regarding that. Nearest airport is K-Hob, Kilo Hotel Oscar Bravo of Lea County Regional Airport. Is the closest airport to us. But yeah, they legitimately have not talked about the marketplace whatsoever since before the sim released. This is the last time they talked about it. So hopefully when the development stream finally happens, still to be decided on that. Let me see if they've changed it yet. because I know they haven't announced anything just yet on that, but I just want to double check to see if the question page is updated. Because that's when we're going to really get, because I've already put in my questions about liveries in career mode, the marketplace on PS5, and I did a third, I forgot what my third question was now. I wrote it a while ago. But I'm hoping they'll give us some information regarding that. Let's me double check here. You can do so by the form. Let's see if anything changed on it. No. Exact date to be decided still. I'm gonna be honest, I'll just say this. I wouldn't be surprised if Sim Update 5 gets pushed back into May. Because the thing that throws me off is the lack of a PlayStation beta. Because when the PC and Xbox Sim Update 5 beta started, people were asking, oh, is PlayStation going to beta? And they said they're working on it. Like, that was day one of the beta, that something was going on with the PlayStation 4, a beta for it as well. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like it'll get pushed into May. I could be wrong, but it just feels like a very lacking amount of information going on currently for something to be releasing anytime in the next couple weeks or something like that. But regardless, we'll get more information about it whenever the developer stream gets going. So let me catch back up on chat. Thank you for checking. Really appreciate it. You are welcome, Tay. Is that like a depot? What is going on over here? Wow, that's a lot. Look how far that goes. That must be like bunkers or something. Because it can't be wind turbines. They're too close. I need to double check that. What's going on over there? But yep, anytime, if I get any new information regarding actual release dates, you will be sure to get a video of me talking about it and giving you that information. No doubt about it. Oh, it's oil. They're oil rigs. That's what that all is. And Easton, I can't seem to find you. Do you know why that might be? I can see you on the free flight map, but not in the actual mode. So, when you go into free flight in the top right, so you're in the world map, you got the plane selection in the top right, there's a button called Flight Conditions. Make sure in there you're set to all players, and of course also in settings, make sure your server is set to US East. And then you should be able to see us. What edition did I... Every time, so through 2020 and 2024, I always buy the Premium Deluxe edition of the Sim. Hey man, thanks for doing all the PS5 content. Really appreciate it. You are welcome, Pembroke. No problem at all. It's been really awesome to see the support that the PlayStation community's given the channel. I'm glad you guys have really found the content entertaining, informative, and everything else in between. So, very happy to have you all here. We're going to pretend I didn't butcher saying any of that, but we're good. If the marketplace does release, what creators are good? Got Friends, Flight FX. I generally like Coronado. I still want some fixes on their King Air, but Coronado, I like their planes. They're always relatively nicely priced as well. So, got friends, Flight FX, Coronado, Azure Poly. Those of you interested in fighter jets, DC Designs, India Foxtrot Echo, Heat Blur, and then airliners, PMDG, Any Builds. What's the other one? Phoenix. I think Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix isn't even on console. I don't think. So those are the ones to kind of keep an eye out for sure. Oh, and Top Mach, yes. Them too, regarding fighter jets and all that. My 3 absolute favorite purchases I've made is the Azure Poly C160, the Coronado T34B, and the Any Builds Aerostar. Aerostar, right? Or am I saying that right? TriStar, not Aerostar. Those are my top 3. Like, I bought it, and I'm very happy buying that plane. And if you're really into bush trips and everything like that, you can't go wrong with Got Friends. They got a new plane that they're working on in beta currently that looks fantastic as well. So if you're really into the bush trips, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, dirt landing, those are great planes to pick up. And then if you're into private jets, I think Flight FX makes the best ones. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Flight FX worked on the PC-24, or is this Coronado? Oh, it is Coronado, okay. But anyways, they've done some citations and everything. Those are excellent aircraft as well. And yeah, the Got Friends go-kart, uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to have that on the PlayStation too, because, you know, I know there's some people out there that are like, oh, why are there cars in the flight sim? Because why not? It's cool being able to experience the sim in different ways. It's like, you know what, I'm going to drive around Lake Tahoe today and just kind of enjoy the sights from the ground and everything. Especially when you get into the scenery stuff from Clifford. Clifford is just excellent with their sceneries, especially the Yosemite National Park one. I did a whole video driving Parallel 42's Juice Goose around there. I mean, it's going to be really cool for the PlayStation players when you see what kind of add-ons are available for you as well. Because all that stuff we're talking about will be on the PlayStation version as well. Since it all supports the Xbox, you would assume it will be on the console version as well. And Raw by Law, welcome to the stream and the flight. See if there's any other names that joined on up here that I didn't. Sunny Boy and Chris. Oh, Honda, I see you switched from a Vision Jet to an F-18. Very nice. Very nice. I want to drive a cruise ship in this simulator. The only ships that are made are from this guy called Rodrigo. They're not very good. Again, it's a flight sim, but I would still like to see a boat that isn't so weird. Like it looks cool from the exterior, but just the driving isn't very satisfying. I'd love to see a little bit more done with that, if that's possible. But I do own a cruise ship, and, you know, it's just funny to kind of take that out from time to time. But don't expect anything too sophisticated regarding the driving physics of it. I was on a Chopper F group flight. They landed on top of Mount Fuji. I whipped out the go-kart and had a blast flying around in the crater. Nice. Very nice, Mock. What heading are you? Our heading is 118 degrees, 118. Bingo fuel. Nice. Bingo! Your prize is a rapid descent to the ground. What is everything you want to see get added to the game on PS5? I mean, honestly, just everything we just talked about. If we're talking third-party marketplace stuff, because a lot of the things, like the SR-71 and stuff that I bought on PC, I'm not going to buy that again on PlayStation. A lot of the stuff that I did buy on PC and Xbox, don't get me wrong, I mean, I enjoy them, but is it something that I would buy again? No. It's just... planes like that are just things where it's like, oh, this is fun for a little bit, and then you don't really touch it for a little, and then it's just like, oh, I'm going to fly it after a few months of not, it's just, you fly it for a little bit, and then you put it back in the hangar, and that's that. On the PlayStation side of things, I'm only going to be buying things that I really, really want. The TriStar, the C-160, the T-34B. Trying to think of what else. I'll probably get like a Flight FX Citation 10. But other than that, I think those are my main like ones I'll buy again. Because I won't get the A350 again. I'm not going to spend another $80 on that. I'd rather spend the 50 for the TriStar. Something unique. It doesn't fly. It's just, like I was saying, new age airliners, you fly one, you've basically flown all of them. That's why I love the older ones. There's a lot more character to it. They did a great job with the interior cabin of that, the exterior, the flight model. Just, I miss flying that. Like, I can't wait to get that on the PlayStation. Gyroscope it around a bit, and then hopefully get that into career mode down the road. And of course get my home airport scenery. I'll probably pick up that Yosemite National Park one again, because that is one of my favorite scenery focused add-ons that I've gotten from Clifford. And you're welcome, Tank. Oh my, hello. It's always funny to me. You're just looking out the window, everything's nice, look at that view, and then F-18. To get my, oh my, we're not going to Cuba. That was way too far. We're going to Houston. Because honestly, I haven't flown around Houston I don't really fly around Texas at all. I think the last time I flew in Texas was when the city update happened. Because we have a pretty good distance to go here. And you know what? Let's climb up to 25,000 feet. Okay. There must be a player next to us. Freaking the sim out. I'm landing at Stanford. I had a blast. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. Glad you had a blast, Honda. Thanks for joining with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And Studio 36, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, what's going on with True Slayer? Doing a barrel roll or just loop-to-loop in a 737. Very nice. There's a ton of oil going on down below us. No wonder the F-18s are here. And yeah, I mean, I've always... Man... I love the RJ Professional. It's a great plane. I just wish it would support career mode. Then I would probably pick it up. Because I always keep looking at it. I always see it on sale during these major sales going on. But I just don't want to fly it around in free flight. If I could have that for firefighting missions and everything. That would be so fun. Because it's always cool seeing that plane in real life, too. But I believe that plane is on Xbox, so it should make its way over to PlayStation as well. Longest flight I've done on PlayStation is probably 8 hours or more. That was with a 737 MAX in career mode. All real time, no sim raid or anything like that. You always know when a multiplayer plane's next to us. Freaks the sim out a little bit. Regional jets, third party wise, honestly, I can't really think of a good one. I mean, there's a CRJ from Aerosoft, but I'm not really a big Aerosoft fan, to be honest. Plus, it's a 2020 version that doesn't really fly very well in 24. As a matter of fact, I think Flight FX is in the early progress of making a CRJ regional airliner, so that'll be awesome. Because I know they'll end up supporting career mode with it as well. Your jet looks like a CIA plane that transport assets into friendly country. I'll see. I can't tell you though, this is top secret. Give me a flight to do for my 737? I mean, I don't know. There's so many options out there. Hello, first time joining the stream? Well, I'm happy to have you here, studio. Glad you're in the sim as well. Welcome. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. And Top Ramen, happy Easter, my friend. Hope you're enjoying flying the friendly skies. Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. Welcome, Ramen. Hopefully you've had a lovely weekend. Beautiful work, Lincoln. Okay. I take it back. I take it all back. How dare you? Oh, Lincoln's gone. One day I'd like to experience just a single flight in a plane like this. It must be so comfortable. I mean, the seats look comfortable. Look out the view. Pop open the table. Eat a delicious half peanut. Watch the Longitude fly next to us. With the global livery on there. Oh my goodness, F-18 knows. It's turning into a horror game. I feel the same way, J4. I mean, I truly feel that way as well. I mean, the lack of any talk, like there's been zero talk about the marketplace. So I don't know. Be nice if it's just like a surprise, like, hey, it's here too. That would be cool, but I just don't know anymore. Let's go Heathrow to Frankfurt. That sounds like a nice 737 flight. Daryl, welcome. Oh no, Derry. Where did I get? Didn't it say Daryl when I first opened it? I need to watch it back up. I'm pretty sure that said Daryl when I first popped over there. No, it said Derry the whole. I'm just losing my mind. All right, well, fantastic. But welcome to the flight, Derry. I don't know where I got Daryl from, but I always pretend to go the lav mid-flight and accidentally jettison the emergency door. Doesn't affect flight, but fun. What? That is a very interesting strategy mid-flight. What is Daryl? I mean, it says Derry, but I mean that's fine. It's all good. But welcome. Glad you could make it to a flight. Happy to have you here. Oh no, are you? Oh, I saw a name and then it disappeared. I was gonna say because you're just too far west. Head a little bit more east and you'll see all the green dots on the map. Oh, I didn't realize there was going to be another F-18 over there. Nice livery choice with the T-38. Oh, afterburner action. Do a little flyby. We haven't done that in a little bit. The F-18 noise. Oh, love it. I'm sure this won't sound like a mess. I don't know why I'm still hearing one. There we go. Ooh, we are blasting through. Nice. That's why I always love doing these shots, because you don't really, I mean, you know you're going fast, but you really notice it in these situations. Nice. And Lapalbrazamor 79, and you just got the game this week. Very cool. Hopefully you're having a blast. You can join whenever you want. You just pop into free flight, make sure in settings your server is set to US East, and under free flight make sure your flight conditions are set to all players. And you will find us at the nearest airport of... It's looking like Kilo Sierra Juliet Tango KSJT. It's the closest somewhat major airport. So that's it, and then you just hop into where we are in the world, and that's how you fly along with us. Why am I always late? YouTube notifications hates me. I'm sorry, Uzi. You're only an hour and 13 minutes late. It's fine. Did the everyone ping work? I don't know how that works, but hopefully it did. I didn't get any complaints, so that's good. I didn't bug anybody. They probably turned off notifications. They got sick of my server. Oh, man. I'm interested to see if we get a new... I mean, I still think there's going to be a beta for the PlayStation before it just randomly goes out. There's no way they're going to spend time working on one and then never ship it out. Hopefully it happens this week. That would be nice. Because next week... Is it next week? Asobo, if you're listening to this, do not release Sim Update 5 on the 15th, 16th, or 17th. I'm not here. So if you do it Monday, Tuesday, that's fine. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's off limits. We can do the 20th and the 27th week, whatever. All that type of stuff. It doesn't matter. But 15, 16, and 17, let's not. Excuse, who's poking their nose in my shot? Who was that? I see you. It looks really funny. But knowing my luck, Sim Update 5 will probably release those 3 days when I'm not here. Roger that, Tango Mike. Roger, roger. We look forward to seeing you in the sky. These F-18s are like a bunch of hornets. Anyways. Oh, that's a good... Oh, yes. Perfect. Now that's a picture right there. That's beautiful. Oh, crap. I see we got some new folks over here as well. We got Augusta, Georgia, and Celine. Welcome to the flight. Hey, and Jadu, or Jado. Jadu. Jadu is how we shall say it to make it fancy, yes. Yeah, Uzi, I don't know. I'm not sure why YouTube notifications have just been the most consistently broken thing. Like, I don't know why YouTube has such a difficult time with notifications. I will never understand it. Who's over there, by the way? Who is that? Tank, 23 nautical miles away. At 24,000 feet? Oh, who's that? Ya boy Squidward. Nice. Alright. Ya boy Squidward. Can't believe he plays Flight Sim. Got somebody from Bikini Bottom flying with us. That might be a random player, though. I don't know if that's actually a viewer or not. They might be heading into Dallas or something, or took off from there. Are they climbing or descending? Yeah, they're climbing, so they probably took off from Dallas or something. 101 nautical miles away. Remember when we had the time where if they were 3 miles away, you wouldn't see them anymore? Good times. Yeah, they're barely getting closer to us, so they're probably heading west. You know, I wouldn't mind. I mean, it'd be cool to get like IP, like licensed liveries, like official ones for shows and movies and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I'd buy a few of those. I was just thinking of like a SpongeBob themed livery for some planes. Now that would really rile up the forums right there. What rolling cache do I use? I use whatever it's set to default. I don't change any of that on any platform. So I think it's 16 on console, default, whatever that's set to. And that's pretty much my experience with everything. I don't change any settings whatsoever. Whatever it's defaulted to on console or PC is what I leave it at. I never change any of it. Nice lake down here, by the way. Didn't even see that. Too busy watching ya boy. Some of these names people come up with. Love it. Oh, Jado in the A225. Nice. Excuse me. Now that they're finally improving Aviator Edition planes, I may upgrade to that, because I would like to fly that type of stuff on the PlayStation side and then have it ready to go for the ATR upgrade. Because the ATR is going to be so fun to use in career mode. Because it's a cool plane in real life, just the 2020 version is just kind of lackluster. So I'm excited to see the improvements and fixes that come with Sim Update 5 for those planes. We have 5 of them from the Aviator Edition that are finally getting 24 support, which also means that because they're finally 2024 supported, they should be available to purchase individually in the marketplace alongside of it as well. So if you wanted to pick up the ATR on its own, you should be able to do that after Sim Update 5. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so slow here. How much to upgrade from Premium Deluxe to Aviator Edition Flight Sim 24? $70. I think I'll just, well, I mean, if I buy it individually, it'd be a lot more. Because it would be nice just to kind of future-proof that, so whenever all the other stuff starts getting updated as well. Could you imagine the AN225 in career mode? That would be sweet. Because, I mean, that was the really, by the way, Rhoda Ruby, welcome to the flight. That was the thing that was kind of keeping me away from it, and why I was never recommending people get the Aviator Edition, just for the fact that all those planes were just 2020 versions. Nothing was ever happening with it, but now that we're finally talking about these planes and they're getting improvements, it makes me a bit more interested in purchasing it. Oh, nice, Ruben, very nice. Should be the same heading. We did not change on that one. 18 degrees. I found out I can use my racing pedals for rudders with the HOTUS. Oh, that works out. Very nice. Because I would imagine buying the planes individually is probably be $20 a pop. So 4 planes, you'd already spend more than just getting the... Because all those planes will be free updates if you own the Aviator Edition. Yeah, I'll probably do that. That way I'm ready to go for when those updates come out with Sim Update 5. Flying over the plains of Texas. I've never been to Texas. Which is funny because I've been to Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Montana, Utah. Trying to make sure I didn't skip anybody over there. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. Haven't been to Oklahoma. So Oklahoma and Texas haven't been there. Been to New Mexico. Iowa. Haven't been to Minnesota, Wisconsin. Been to Illinois. Been to Michigan. Been to Ohio. Drove through Indiana. Of course, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi. Don't believe I ever went to Alabama. I haven't been anywhere in the Northeast except New York for a layover at JFK. That's my New York experience. That's all I don't know how people live in New York City. I would lose my mind. I couldn't. That's too many people in one small area. I could not do the Long Island living. I need my mountains and free space. Just made my flight plan, now starting this bad boy. Oh, very nice. Hopefully have a great flight with the 737 Tay. Yep, we're heading to Houston, Kilo, India, Alpha Hotel, KIAH. If I do not be mistaken. Yeah, KIAH, Kilo, India, Alpha Hotel. Because we did a few touch and goes at our starting destination, and we'll just kind of see where we're at that point. Which, as a matter of fact, I think we'll start. Well, do we have a little bit of a storm brewing? A little bit of a storm brewing in front of us here. Look at that radar going. Oh, yeah, we definitely are. I kind of want to fly in it. Let's go ahead and drop that altitude a little bit. Let's have a little bit of fun in the storm. Going down to 10,000 feet. Send at 1,500 feet per minute. Dropping our speed down to about 240 knots as we descend. And FMJ is going to space. I have not been to the Air and Space Museum in Dayton, Ohio, but I would love to see that museum. On that trip I'm doing next week, finally going to be able to see an F-117 in real life. I can't wait for it. I've been wanting to see a real F-117 forever. I've yet to see one after 30 years, but that's going to finally be over. I'll be sure to post a vlog over it while I fly it around. It's going to be sweet. But no, really looking forward to seeing that. Picked up that turboprop passenger plane. It's on sale. Yeah, I think it's like $12 or something like that. Really hope any build. I mean, the biggest thing is I hope they fix that nose gear issue. Because other than that, I do like flying it. And of course, add some lovely career support to it. That would be even better. Oh, no, not that. Oh, okay. So if you got that on the PlayStation, just be wary that there's this weird 5-second freeze. I'm assuming it's still happening. I haven't, because you're thinking of the you just talked about the NAMC YS11, right? Because I don't think anything's been fixed on it, but it has this weird 5-second freeze going on all the time. So just be wary of that. I mean, hopefully that's been fixed, but I don't believe it has. Is everybody ready to fly into the storm? I know I am. Haven't flown in a good live thunderstorm in a little bit. And this one's looking pretty hefty. Actually looks really cool. I'm excited. Oh, it still has that issue, or it's not doing it? Because yeah, I rented it, and I've reported that as well, so hopefully something Sim Update 5 will finally fix on that. Still present? Yeah, that sucks. So hopefully for you, it'll get fixed here in the next little bit. Just like the XB1 not having audio still, or the avionics that like to break, and thankfully the PC-24 doesn't seem to have that issue, but I know the PC-12 definitely does, and a few other planes as well on the PlayStation side of things, where the avionics always like to reset every so often. Because I wrote on the forums about that, where I just talked about, you know, it needs to be a thing where the small updates need to come back to fix stuff like that. The audio issues, or freezing of the YM11 or YS11 plane. The boom not having any audio. It's just stuff like that needs to not be waiting for sim updates. I just don't think that's reasonable. To wait months for fixes that should not be months to wait for. Of course, that only has one like on the forum, but everything else, everybody's always like. I wasn't expecting much support from it, because the forum is the reason why we have to wait for big updates. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. Smaller updates should be a thing again in Flight Sim. Slatanic Ghoul. Oh, hello, Chris. Welcome to the flight as well. I don't think I said hello to you yet. We got Castaway back. Welcome to another flight. Oh, the PC-24 is fantastic. Absolutely. And I'm glad it doesn't have the avionics issues like quite a few other aircraft do in the sim currently. No, we're reaching the clouds, folks. It's happening. Time to do some scientific research. I'm excited to get to the bottom of the cloud layer here, because I bet that's going to look really cool, especially when we look back to see the sunlight kind of peeking through this gap here. Matter of fact, let's bring this descent down to 2,000 feet per minute. We are heading to 10,000 feet. And still maintaining that heading of 118 degrees. We won't actually deal with any precipitation, but it'll still be fun flying under the overcast clouds here. Is that a Saab 340 inverted Castaway? I need to fly that one again, too. I haven't flown it in a little bit. Plane's gonna need a wash after this. All the bug splatters on my engine. Unbelievable. No wonder I don't fly in Texas much. All these bugs all over the place. Oh, look at all the rainfall up to the right more, so a little bit to the left, but nice. That's what I was hoping to see, just the sunlight trying to peek through the clouds over there. And welcome to 10,000 feet. Let's get the speed back up to 280 knots. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna move our heading over to oh, I'm not even on my own heading anymore. I realized we knocked out of it. Oh, we're on nav mode. Never mind. That's why I don't. Never mind. It's just we were never at 118. I'm sorry. I've been giving them the wrong information. We were about we were about at 100. Oh no. Been given the wrong heading the whole time. I forgot we were in nav mode. Diesel Ox. 404 Titan, 93 nautical miles away. I want to see some lightning. Let's go. Get this storm pumping out. I haven't seen any lightning though. I'm going to turn a little bit more to the right. Let's go for a heading of 130 because I want to hit the main stem of this storm here. 737. Oh no, 777. Is that the AN 225? Yep. See if I get the Aviator edition, we'll actually see it. But yeah, I'll probably pick that up. After this stream, just to have it. That way we're good to go when all the new planes get upgraded to 24, which will be awesome. I can't wait to do the agricultural spraying with the Antonov. Such a random plane, the AN2, to do that. But it'll do that, it'll do firefighting. I mean, that's another big thing in general anyways. It's just the fact that firefighting will actually have another plane to utilize in, instead of it just being the CL-415 and the air tractor, so that'll be great. I'll put this outside for a second. I will be right back. Alright. Back. Oh, yes. That looks nice. Definitely something you want to fly in real life. sorry, I left again. My goodness. Getting all distracted here. My goodness. Anyways, we're here. Once we get through this storm, which... Has there been any thunder and lightning yet, or is it just cloudy? Because I don't want it to just be cloudy here. Because then it defeats the whole purpose of even flying through here. You know, it's just like, I want to see some storms. That was another thing that the forums took away from us, because they did an update to the storms where it was just crazy lightning going on. It looked so cool. I did a video over it. It was just so funny to see just constant lightning strikes, which does happen in storms. It's not like it was something out of the ordinary. Because, I mean, with how strong this storm is here, we should be seeing some lightning and hearing some thunder at some point. But so far, I'm not seeing anything. It's just clouds, which is weird. There's not even rain. I mean, we'll see. We're almost in the radar part of it. I mean, you would assume we'd already be seeing some drops at this point. I mean, we're at 10,000, so I mean, we might be just a tad bit above it. Well, here, we'll drop down a little bit. We'll go down to 8,000 feet. Where's my rain at? What kind of storm is this? Oh, there it is. There's my rain. I was about to say, I'm like, what's going on with my storm here? I still think rain should wash away any bug splatters on the windshield. Or just the body of the aircraft anyways, at least kind of clear them up a bit. Because I don't believe it does do anything. Going to shift our heading over to meet up with Houston's airport. So let's make it 90 degrees. Because this storm is boring. I'm very disappointed. I was hoping for lightning strikes, a lot of thunder. What the heck is going on with that F-18? Why does it look like it's from Borderlands? That was really, it had like a, it looked really cool. That needs to be a livery for it. That was amazing. Got a Borderlands F-18 out here. I'm going to drop our altitude down to 7,000 feet. And I believe we're 64 miles out because Young, I believe, is sitting in Houston. Might be this one, though. David Wayne Hooks Memorial Airport. Either way, not too far away from it. Well, if I knew the storm wasn't going to be a storm, I wouldn't even have come over here. It looked a lot cooler on the radar. I mean, the rain looks cool, though. And those nice curtains. Some downpours. And then we will make Houston a full stop, because I got some other stuff going on tonight. But hopefully you still enjoyed this flight from New Mexico over into Texas all the way to Houston. Oh, why did the brightness just change? What in the world was that? Oh, there's an F-18 cockpit in here. Let me turn that on down because that is far too bright. Okay, that's far too dark. I didn't realize there would be that much of a difference. Goodness. Alright, 65. Good enough. Because I'm sure the clouds will break up just a little bit as we make our way into it. Because it looks like the rain is making its way to the airport. So we're going to be utilizing our synthetic vision here. Wow, let me see the bright. Oh, and it just, I don't know what's going on with the brightness, but it's freaking out. Because I was about to say, I mean, it's pretty, that's 100%. That looks perfect. I don't know, something's weird because there's no way that's 100. You see how bright it gets when it kind of reset, and I think there's a ghost in my plane here. I don't know what's happening, but there we go. I don't know what it's doing, but it's freaking out. Ooh, it looks nice down here. Look at that river. Look at that. That's crazy. That's a lot of turns. Back and forth. And it just keeps going around. It's just funny to me that that was the quickest route for water to move when it all formed. Like, instead of just going in a straight line, it's going to curve left, right, go back a little bit. Those are always the coolest rivers, just the snaking around the land. Nothing like a little VFR conditions here to wrap up our flight with just enough fuel to spare. 50 minutes left. I'm I'm assuming Houston's airport is, what, 300 feet? 89 feet. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and get down to 6,000 feet. How's everybody doing back there? Love it. Get our landing lights on pulse. As usual, always important to keep everything nice and safe. And we are taking control over the plane. And disable auto throttle, please. Gyroscope mode on. And let's make our way over to Houston. Oops, did not mean to turn right there. Like how these, I don't know what it is, you go into cursor mode and the screens just change their brightness randomly. Can we not do that, please? Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll just leave them bright. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not listening to me. Oops, that's not what I meant to hit. Speed this up just a little bit because I gotta get going. Because we're under 20 nautical miles away, you can see how far we are with the radius. You see the 20 on the right of the circle there. Go for the left runway. Hopefully we choose wisely, because I'm not going to deal with ATC right now. Oops, sorry. Bring it back. See the airport on here yet. Oh, yes, I do. There it is. I did. It disappeared. Wow, this isn't photogrammic out here? Must be a really small area for Houston then. These generic buildings. Boo. I'm not seeing any lights just yet from the airport. I'm doing... whatever this top one is. I can't see it right now. Radar's in the way. Oh. We're on the glide slope. Well, we were when I first saw it. I guess I'll go for that runway. I was kind of hoping the rain would stick through the airport, but it looks like it's clearing up just before we get there. Wow, there's like no photogrammic imagery over here. No wonder I don't fly over Texas. I know Dallas and stuff has some, but... turn off the AI traffic plates for now. That way we don't clog up our screen. Surgato. I have absolutely loved my time in the sim on the PlayStation. Almost to 600 hours on it now. Yeah, I was definitely hoping the rain would be here, but I still think that's a glitch because it seems like anytime there's rain, it always seems to disappear in the circumference of the airport. A few gusts here.
500.
Oh.
Rain ahead. All up. Terrain ahead.
Oh, Lincoln into the trees.
Terrain ahead. All up. Terrain ahead. All up.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I was fighting with some wake turbulence. I might need to turn that off just to not deal with it. Because I don't like how the sim randomly wants to sim it, and then other times it doesn't. All right, rudder. Oh, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. Even a little bit of a crosswind there. And even with multiplayer, not a single stutter on that. That was fantastic. Alright, I'll watch a couple landings here, and then I am going to have to head on out for the evening here. But again, I really hope you guys ended up enjoying this flight on a lovely Sunday. I mean, I know it's a thing on landings. I'm talking... Never mind. Goodness gracious. I wasn't saying it never happens. I'm just saying there's times where there's always rings around it. But very nice landing, Daryl. Very nice. Very nice landing in the Saab Castaway. And a bumpy landing I saw with the F-18. Beer, that is called slew mode. So if you just type in SE or SLEW into the controls, I have it set to square and left on the D-pad to toggle it. So yep, just slew mode. Nice landing, studio, very nice. And then we'll launch tanks, and then we are out for the day. Very nice, Tank. Very, very nice. Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend flight. This was a blast. At least I think it was. So, hopefully you enjoyed it as well. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.